How to bathe your horse using Cowboy Magic Rosewater shampoo. This is my favorite method. There's a couple different ways, but I like to pour a little in the bucket. As you can see, a little goes a long way. You don't need too much. And then fill that bucket up with water. If you have a water heater, you could warm it up a little bit, or on this particular day it was 100 and something degrees outside, so we let it be cold and had a nice cool shower. Now once you have your bucket of soapy water, you're ready to rinse your horse down. You can use this portion of the bath to get rid of any of your big chunks of mud, big bits of dirt. I like using a garden hose attachment like this because it's kind of nice for the horse, and you'll also get to see a lot of dirt coming off just in this hosing process. Alright, next we're going to take our sponge and use it to essentially douse the horse in your soapy water. This is my favorite way because it really gets the soapy water down deep into their coat, and you might have to let your horse know that it's not actually full of grain, it's just bubbles. But that's alright. Now at any time, if during the bathing process, if you need more water, you kind of start running dry, it's super easy. You just dip your sponge and reapply some water wherever you need it. I also want you to make sure that you are dabbing in the mane. You notice how I'll fill the sponge here with water and then use it to get down in the roots. If you use just water and a little soap in your hand, the hardest spot to get is down there in the scalp, and that's where horses will get itchy dandruff or dirt buildup. So it's good to get that really clean and take care of that before you end up with gunk in there. Alright, next I like to take a soft curry comb, and you can use whatever kind you and your horse like. And this is the fun part. Go ahead and give your horse a good curry. And this is kind of that time that I like to let my horse know how much I appreciate him. So I get all of the spots he really enjoys. I'll spend a little extra time on his neck because he really likes that, and get his chest. And you know, these horses, they do a lot for us, and the reason we own them is because we love them. So I like to spend this little bit of time just getting wet and showing my horse my appreciation and how much I love him. Another spot you want to really make sure you get is up under the belly. During the summer, this is where the flies are going to really irritate your horse the most. You might notice he has some fly bites along his belly or up on the insides of his thighs. My horse does. We keep SWAT in there to kind of repel the flies, but sometimes they still get him and it makes some kind of itchy spots. So whenever I'm bathing, I get my sponge up in there, and you can see he really enjoys that. And then you're ready to hose down and finish off. I'm just showing you guys one side here. I showed you the side with the mane, and so the other side is exactly the same. And you would just want to make sure that you get all of the soap out. So rinse really well. Make sure you rinse up there in the scalp. Once I get past the mane, I like to bring my curry comb back out, and I actually curry as I rinse. And this is the most important part in getting your horse really clean. If you're actually preparing for a horse show or any kind of event where it's really important that they be shiny and clean, or if you just want them to look good, this is the best spot to really make a difference. So take that curry and really curry that shampoo and all of that dirt as you're rinsing, and you'll be amazed how much cleaner your horse is by including this step. You can even see on him there, you can see all that dirt that's coming off as it rinses out. The soap also likes to gather in the legs, so make sure that you rinse the legs really well and that you get around the tail. Anywhere that soap gathers, get up under the belly where we washed earlier. And voila! You're going to have a shiny and gorgeous horse.
Hi everybody, I'm just going to do a really fast video of how to detangle a horse's tail. This is a really simple process. You just want to take your horse's tail in your hand and just run it through and just see how many tangles are in the tail. Right now her tail is obviously not really tangled because I just used this stuff on it, but I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. First, I took Cowboy Magic. It's a detangler and shine concentrated, detangles hair instantly. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up the cap, obviously, and you're going to take, Karma, stop. You're going to take a drop in your hand and rub it all over your hands, and then you're going to rub it through the horse's tail. And then you're going to go through, let me just show you, it's a really easy process. All right, so you're going to take this detangler. You're going to take a little bit in your hands, and you're going to rub it all over your hands. And then you're going to take your tail, and you're going to just take it like this. Stop. And you're going to rub it all through this. You're just going to take it, and you're going to brush through it. Stop. Brush through it. And see how nice that is? It's all silky and soft and smooth. Stop. You're just going to brush all through it. You always want to start at the bottom when you're brushing a horse's tail, and I already did that, so once you get to the bottom, you're going to just go through this, and then the back of the tail. You want to brush around it, but just don't brush the tailbone. This is where the tailbone is. Stop backing up then. So that's how you detangle a horse's tail with Cowboy Magic. It's a pretty tail. I don't know what her problem is. She's being retarded. You're being weird. You're gonna be a weirdo. And then how you do the mane is the same exact way. The mane, you're gonna take a detangler. You're gonna put a little bit on your hand, like probably dime sized. And I'm gonna take this and rub it on my hands, and I'm gonna stroke it through the mane. I'm gonna start at the bottom and then go up here. Just work your magic through. Put your fingers into it. Just get it through. She's so dirty. She rolled, so that's why she's like really dirty. Run your hand through it. Just get it all mixed in. Just kind of shuffle it around. It's really not that big of a process, but you know, just getting it in there is good because you want it to mix in. You're going to start at the bottom just like you would a tail, and you're going to go back to the withers and just brush through the withers because those you don't need to do anything special for the withers. And then just take the mane in your hand and start brushing through the bottom, and see how nice the bottom is now. It's like you can pretty much go straight through it. And you want to move up, see like that, and then you have a tangle through there. But the bottom will be nice and smooth and done, so just move your way up. See how nice that is? Now I can pretty much brush through this, and that's done. You can even take it in sections and just brush this area first and then move. I'm just going to brush that. See, now it's like perfectly smooth and you can go straight through it. And then you're going to take this section, just go up. Just got something in her hair. And that. Now this section's done. Then you're going to go up here and brush through. And then you're pretty much done, and your horse's mane is gorgeous. How you brush a forelock is you just take your horse's head and move it up. And my horse puts her head down, so it's just really easy. And then you just run your brush through it. It's really simple. There you go. And then you look so pretty and perfect.
Hi, my name's Kyla, and this is Sancho. And today I'm going to be doing a tutorial about just doing groundwork and bonding with your horse. And I'm going to be doing it with the flag, because this one's scared of the flag. So if you work with stuff that your horse is scared of and you're behind the lead rope, it'll show him that it's not a threat because you're around. So what I'm going to start, if your horse has head problems, like he doesn't like his head being touched, what I would suggest is that you don't start at the head, because if you start at the head, he's going to get really freaked out, and he's just not going to want to do anything. So what you do is just slowly put it down to the ground, and then just go to the side that you want it on, and gently rub it up against his body. See? Because he's not freaking out, and he's not showing signs of aggression or anything like that. So just rub it up and down. you gotta do is rub it on him, let him know that it's not gonna hurt him, and just do sort of the same thing. And like I said, if your horse has head problems, do the head last. Do the whole body before you even touch the head. But if your horse doesn't have head problems, just slowly on each side, work your way up to the head, gently going up to it, and just kind of take it where you can see it, and then where you can smell it. Because if you can't see it or smell it, it's probably going to end bad. And then you just kind of rub it up on his face, like this. See? Okay. And just talk to your horse the whole time, because if you don't talk to him, he's going to think, what is she doing?